Hey folks, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be looking at the Chuckit Locator Sound Ball. So I bought this ball because I don't know how many people have suffered this, but when you've been out on a walk and I've got these other Chuckit balls that I throw for the dog, and I find that if it's really overgrown or there's loads of water around in sort of a swampy area, she actually loses the ball. And I have spent probably hours now looking for various balls. So I've lost recently 2 or 3 balls. So I wanted something that in effect could be almost like remote control to ping a ball, or something that made a noise so that the dog would know where it is and I would be not having to spend hours looking for a ball. So I found on Amazon this product, and we'll go and have a look at how it works and get some footage of it in action. So let's have a look. So I've taken it out of the packet now, and to get this thing working, what we need to do is we need to open it up and remove a little seal that's inside between the batteries inside this. So to do that, what you'll need to do is grab the ball and then twist these anti-clockwise. So it's a little awkward because it's kind of rubbery and plastic, but eventually undoes there, and it's now in 2 parts. This piece will then slide out, and this is the sounder unit as well as the battery pack. So if I then push this little knob here, up this pops, and in a moment I can get to the battery. Okay, so just pulling that out there, I can see that there are 2 batteries in here, and in between the 2 batteries you'll find a little disc plate that is plastic that stops the batteries whilst it's in transit and storage. Simply reassembling, putting it back in, lining it up, and check I've got the right way. Yep, and push in. That's it, done. Back into the ball. It's pretty obvious the way it lines up. There's a spline key here with that sort of point there, and goes in, and then we can screw this back together. Little fiddly. Okay, so now it's screwing back, and then what we can do is just twist it by hand and then tighten up there. Want it just tight enough really so that water doesn't get inside it, although it does look like, having a look at it, it's been potted on the inside with some epoxy or some sealant. Once it's all assembled, to turn it on, all you need to do is find this button here and push it in. Hold it down for a few seconds until you hear the noise. This will then, every 6 seconds, make that noise again. So we'll hear, you can hear it. So here again. So that noise is obviously going to alert the dog to where that ball is. So I've taken this out already today. I'll just switch it off now. Again, holding it down for a number of seconds, and it should hopefully be silent now. So I've taken this out. A couple of things that I found with it have been that it's very durable. You're going to find that if you compared this to a typical Chuckit ball you may have that's not obviously like this, this is a bit heavier. So it's got a bit more weight to it. When I was using the Chuckit pole, which you'll see the footage for, when I throw this, this doesn't have, I guess, the same trajectory that I usually throw, so I'm able to usually get the ball quite far. This doesn't travel as far without obviously changing the way I throw it. However, the dog does find it, and it's very good for that. So hopefully now I won't ever lose a ball. Couple of things that I found is that today, where I've been out, it's been a very wet day, and there's lots of puddles around, and some of the fields that I walk around in near where I live, they have obviously large sort of trenches of water. If this gets wet, so lands in a puddle, you're not going to hear it, because these little holes where the speakers are, they've got to get filled up with water and no sound comes out. So you may struggle if it lands down in some water. So if you're thinking about this as a beach toy, don't hope that obviously a dog is going to hear this when it's wet. When it has been in the water, obviously it's going to be a little bit, the sound on it's going to be diminished, so it's going to be less easy to hear. However, as soon as you throw it and it lands, it will bounce the water out and you'll start hearing it again. overall, I'm really impressed with this product, and I bought it on a whim. This cost on Amazon £13.95, and for the sake of now not spending hours looking for a ball, I'm very happy. So overall, I definitely rate this, and hopefully you'll see the footage now. Here we go. So next thing we're going to wonder is how waterproof is this thing. So as you can see, I've got a stream right next to me. I'm going to make out and go swimming. So this is the GoPro Fetch Sound Locator Ball. I've lost so many balls that it was time I needed something that even the dog or I could find. So when the ball is wet, it actually sort of diminishes the sound that it produces. There seems to be a temporary effect, but when I was walking with it right in her mouth right now, I can barely hear the ball. So it makes a noise every 6 seconds. So I can hear that, and so can Alba. So thanks folks, I hope that this has been entertaining for you, and if you could like and subscribe, I'll see you on the next video.